What's up everybody, and thank you for joining me for another video. My name is Whack4863, but you can call me Whack. Today, we are going to be looking at the Purge, and I'm going to explain the Purge to the best of my ability. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I am going to start a series on the Purge, and that series is basically going to be I want to spawn in every single Purge, and then I want to see what it takes for thralls and pets to defend against that Purge. Now, that series is going to be live streamed on Wednesdays at some point. I don't know what time I'm going to do it, but it will be Wednesdays until we spawn every single Purge. I want to do it live because I think it would be more fun that way and you guys will be able to interact. So watch for that series, but let's jump into Purge mechanics. So the first thing that we want to look at is down here under our character in our inventory, and that's going to be the Purge meter here. Now this meter will fill up. There are a few lines that you want to take note of. First is this line, that is the starting point for your Purge meter to fill up. So this is 0 right here. This line is 75%. Now the 75% line is important because that is when you are eligible to get a Purge. So when you cross that line, you are eligible to get a Purge. Now, if you are playing on solo and you're eligible to get a Purge, you are going to get a Purge. Reason being is because the way the system works for Purges is it looks at all the clans that are playing on that game or that server. Now, since you are the only clan on a solo game, it's likely you're going to get a Purge when you hit that line. Now, if you're playing on a server and you hit that line, what the game does is it looks through all the clans that are on the server. It sees who's eligible, and then it picks a clan to send the Purge to out of the eligible list. So if there's 10 clans that are eligible for the Purge, it then randomly chooses those clans and chooses whether to send the Purge to them or to someone else. Now the other line that you'll see here is the 100% line. Now, when you hit the 100% line, you get bumped to the top of the list. The game decides that you need to get purged over everybody that's at the 75% line. So it takes priority for you if you have a 100% purge meter. Now, both solo games and server games are going to have a specific time when the Purge can come. So if we go into our settings, we go over to server settings and we select Purge here, you can see the Purge is enabled. Okay, Purge level, we'll go through all this here in a moment, but you can see an option to restrict Purge time here and the times that it starts. Now on official servers, it would start between 1800 and 2200 on both weekdays and weekends. Now, on servers, that time is whatever time the server is in. So if the server's in a different time zone than you are, you're going to need to keep that in mind so that you're online for that Purge during those times. Now, obviously, if you're on solo, you can change whatever options are in here. You simply have to go to General, make yourself admin by clicking this button here, and you wouldn't have a password, but click that button, it'll make you admin. I already am, and then you can select whatever options you want in here. Now these settings that I have on the screen right now are set to pretty much official. I think the only one that's not official maybe is this Purge Duration. I want to say that that's 45 on official servers, but I can't remember whether that's true or not. One of the things that I want to point out is this minimum number of players online for the Purge is set to 0. However, I have seen recent chatter that says that the Purge will not happen if you're offline. I haven't figured out a way to test that just yet, but hopefully in this series I will be able to run a test and see if that's actually true. Now in a solo game, you absolutely will not get an offline Purge because there's absolutely nothing happening when you have your game shut off. So Purge level is the difficulty of the Purge. So you can set that from 0 all the way up to 6. I don't know why you can set it to 0 because there are no purges that are at level 0, but the option is there. You can spawn a purge that is any level below this. So if you have it set at level 6, you can spawn anything from level 1 all the way up to level 6. Purge Delay might be something that you would use if you're running a server, a private server of your own. This will allow you to set a minimum delay between purges happening across the server for multiple clans. The restrict purge time's pretty simple. If you don't want the purge coming just at any point in time, you can restrict that to certain hours of the day like it is in official. Purge preparation time simply is when you get the warning, how much time do you have before the first wave comes. So if you're across the map and all of a sudden you get the warning, with the 10 setting, you get 10 minutes. And this slider goes all the way up to 30 minutes and all the way down to 2 minutes. Purge duration simply means exactly what it says. If you want the purge to last longer, you simply move it up. You can go all the way up to an hour, and move it down. You can go all the way down to 10 minutes. Now, obviously, having this setting way too low may mean your purge ends prematurely. Allow building is turned off on official servers. This basically means if you check this box, players can continue to build things while the purge is coming, but it's considered kind of an exploit. So on official servers, it is turned off, and I think most private servers probably have it turned off as well. Purge meter value is a number selected that you have to reach in order to get to a full purge meter. So in order to reach the eligibility pool, you have to have a certain amount of points. Now we'll get into how you get points a little bit later on in the video. The purge meter update interval is simply how often it registers the points that you're accumulating. So if you want quicker purges, you would move this slider down if you want to fill the meter quicker. And if you want to fill the meter slower, you would slide that all the way up. And officials are set to every 15 minutes. Now there's a couple of wiki pages that I want to reference here. One is the Purge, the other is the Purge Meter. I'm going to link both of those in the description below so that you can go over and check out this information for yourself, because I'm not going to cover everything that's on both of these pages. Now, I was talking about the Purge difficulties and the 1 through 6. You can find that information here, and basically it states level 1 and 2 are lower difficulties and can be resisted with tier 1 buildings. Level 3 and 4 is tier 2 buildings. Level 5 and 6, tier 3 buildings. What I really want to note on this page is the map. Now, the map shows you an approximation of where all the different purges will spawn. So if you click on one of these icons, it's going to tell you what the purge is, what difficulty threshold is in it, how many waves are coming, and the basic or general location of where it will spawn if you're built in that area. The other page that I want to take you to is the Purge Meter. This really goes into depth on how the Purge Meter fills, but the point accumulation is probably what you're going to want to look at. And this we can run through real quickly. First of all, logging in grants you 100 points. You have a tick timer for 60 minutes, which grants you just over 60 points. Killing a human or another player would be something you can only do in PvP or PvEC, but that's going to give you 200 points. Killing an NPC, placing tier 1 building, tier 2 building, or tier 3 building materials will give you 200 points apiece. For those of you that are on PC and want to test the purge yourself, if you go down to admin commands here, and we have that pulled up, and you scroll down to the purge, it's going to give you all the different admin commands that you can enter in order to get the purge started or stopped or whatever, augment the purge in different ways. I will be using these commands during the live stream in order to get these things rolling and test it the way that I want to. So let me show you real quickly the base design that I've come up with in order to receive the purge, and I'm going to build this across the map for when we're spawning different purges. So basically I have a total of 2 pets out front. I have 2 archers and 2 fighters. This is the setup for the building. Pretty simple. 3 towers and a square in the middle, and in the back we have the same setup. We have 2 pets, 2 fighters, and 2 archers. So now you know the basics of the Purge. I look forward to seeing you guys Wednesdays for the Purge live stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I'll catch you next time. Peace. I'd like to give a big shout out to all my YouTube members. Y'all are absolute legends. Thanks to all my subscribers for your continued support, likes, comments, and general awesomeness. If you're not subscribed, you can start your free trial today and cancel at any time. Clicking the bell is highly recommended so you don't miss out on my next upload. There's 2 videos on the screen. You can follow me over there to continue the conversation.